Hello, Star Trek. Yes, I got distracted slightly by StarCraft. It's a different. It's a good game. Look, today we're watching Through the Lens of Time, which is the one with the spooky ghosts who are legally not the Paw Wraiths. Um,
Yeah, it would have been interesting for it to be them, but yeah,
but
it's
why
fine
would it?
what it is ish.
Yeah, you can't really have it be the Paw Wraiths because it's not Bajor, and if it was set on Bajor, it would be extremely obvious.
Yeah.
But oh well. But and then the Sehlat who ate its tail, which is the one that is extremely obvious that it's the humans. The whole they have a spooky ship, so spooky.
Yes, I do like the episode though.
But they make it. Do they have to make it out like it's supposed to be a twist? Like we're supposed to be surprised? Because nah.
I mean, yeah, it does become fairly obvious halfway through the episode.
Anyway, how about that weather? How's Europe?
It's
Still
alright.
there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay.
How's America? Is it still here?
Eh, depends what you mean by America exactly.
I'm sure Canada's fine.
The physical land is still here, if that helps.
Eh, that's alright. Who needs people?
Yeah, things aren't going too hot over here. It's a it's rough, bud.
Hmm.
Anyway, on in good news, I have dogs again. There are two
Hey.
dogs here. There's the fluffy tan dog, and there's the sleek black and white dog. And I gave each of them an identical chew. They have the same ones. But of course, my dog only wants the one that the other dog is chewing. So when my dog gets
Ah.
that one, and the tan dog starts chewing the other one, then she looks over and is like, I don't know, that one I was ignoring for 30 minutes is looking pretty good. Bloody dogs. Ridiculous. I feel like I feel like Gandalf dealing with Pippin. God of the citadel, ridiculous hobbit. And I love them. They're good dogs. Just like Gandalf secretly loves Pippin. Peregrine
Hmm.
Took. I should watch Lord of the Rings again. Not that it's been that long since I watched it recently, but you know,
Hello,
again.
gentlemen.
What did you call me?
I said hello, gentlemen.
Gross.
Hey, dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's buy some more meat whilst I remember.
I
What?
have returned with Taco Bell.
Buy some more meat while you remember? What?
Meat. Meat.
Oh.
Mead. Meat, mead. What's the difference?
I guess you could make a drink out of meat if you blend it finely enough.
Sure. It's a meat
Ooh,
shake.
Christmas meat.
I mean,
Christmas meat is bloody November, Jonathan.
I'm wearing my Star Trek T-shirt. Um, I'd like to get your feedback.
Hang on. Through the lens of time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. That's your cue to resume what you were talking about.
I was washing my hands and I muted my microphone so you didn't hear the faucet.
Okay.
Okay. So, I made a game, a shooting game that's akin to Battleship, for Star Trek, and it's got I'll just send it to you, and then you'll see. I just gotta kind of arrange it, but I got the graphics done. Uh, so like there is a paper target shooting game that's like Battleship, right? Where you have two people and they're trying to sink each other's ship.
I'm
And this is the
familiar with
same
Battleship,
style
yes.
concept. Yep, same kind of concept except with
Oh, speaking
uh,
of meat, it's Ensign Dead
spaceships.
Meat.
Ensign Dead Meat. Yeah, he is a very meaty death, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, the minute he got a log, I think everybody knew he was gonna die.
Is he like
No
a
shot. Does he
relatively
make it in?
famous guest star, or
No.
How famous could he be? He's like 16. How much could he have possibly done so far?
he's not 16? I bet you he's 27.
I know. I'm.
Oriole
Oh
trees.
no, he's way too happy. Gamble, no.
Yeah. They
You
made it
fool.
incredibly obvious that he's dead this episode.
Gamble is the name of the gangster in Dark Knight. The one that the Joker
Oh,
just
that's
kills. They don't really.
an interesting note. They're all wearing the science patch.
They don't. Sorry. He cuts his mouth and then he falls to the floor, but it's never really clear if he died or not.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought the white outfit was just a Nurse Chapel fashion choice. Nope, it's
No, it's all nurses.
it's for the nurses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way you can see if there's blood.
Yeah.
See now, in real life, the surgical staff wear green because you get eye fatigue looking at all the blood, all the red. And then in Star Trek, for some reason, the surgical outfits are red because reasons. Because the costume department
It's so you
doesn't
can't see the
understand.
blood. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, kill him. Do it, Christine.
This. I'm sorry, Strange New Worlds. It's. I'm gonna start calling it the Love Boat. How they keep shipping different main characters together.
Yeah, as I've already said, I don't.
It's a little too much. Kind of like Strange New Worlds ethical non-monogamy or something. I don't know.
And while I'm looking at their outfits, Nurse Chapel and Roger Corby both have a lot of zippers. They've not phased those out yet at this
Zippers are
point in the
futuristic.
future.
No, they've just gotten really bad, really good. They're just like, imagine the zippers we'd have in 200 years. How good they are.
I don't know if she is. I don't know if she even likes Spock. I think Spock's just a rebound from Paul Wesley.
Alternate Kirk.
Yeah. Well, no, regular. Well, both Kirks. Because she got rejected by regular Kirk.
Really?
That we could count that as a reference to the episode Spock's brain.
What is brain?
Where is bed?
Right, that makes
Babs, you're sending him to his death. What did Gamble ever do to you? Maybe Mbenga didn't like see the planetary scans. If he saw that they were beaming down into a quarry, there's no way you would send vents in there.
Get yourself a red shirt and meet me in the transporter room.
Oh god.
No one's been so excited to die before.
Hang on. Those lights going down to show that the turbo lift is going up, those started moving before the door sound finished. So the door was still open when the turbo lift started going up.
You gotta talk to the time cop.
Also, it started going without them messing with the handles and telling the destination.
Nice.
Savage?
Nice. I just got a double discount from this mead.
Okay. Oh, this is the... Okay, now it all makes sense. So he is specifically being brought along as the sacrificial lamb. He is the safeguard. Because someone has to die, and we don't want it to be a main character.
Yeah, he is there to be the one who dies.
And Spock knows that. That's why he's bringing him.
They've declined Federation membership, or they've been rejected.
Declined.
So the Federation's like, "Hey, you want to join?" And they're like, "No." And then they're like, "Hey, you want to join?" And they're like, "No." Hey, you want to join? So the
Operation
Federation
Human
doesn't
Shield.
know. Doesn't take no for an answer, I guess.
No, they take no for us. They just say, they just negotiate and say, all right, we'd like to do a dig here. If that's all right.
They've rejected it multiple times. So
Oh, Una fixed her hair. It's very big this episode, but it's at least not all wonky.
I got a chili cheese burrito. Yum. I saw one of my favorite taco trucks driving down the road yesterday, and it was leaving a huge cloud of blue smoke. And I need to tell him, like, dude, you got a head gasket problem. You have a serious issue.
Hey, at least he got paid a lot for this episode.
Don't fly your drone right in people's faces, Beto.
Yep.
Jerk. Or you're going to be the sacrifice.
We could only hope.
So yeah, the fact that this
Not
is a
like this,
quarry, I believe my exact words on when I was like live tweeting, but in Discord, my thoughts on the episode were, no, villains love to live in quarries. Why would you guys go here? The quarries are always nefarious.
It's where you go to dump a body or something. Why is she so excited for this? She's a nurse.
It's cool science stuff. Also, this is one of those ancient civilizations that makes all their hyper advanced technology out of stone.
like the Glauld, or whoever,
Or
the
in some
ancients, I
cases,
guess,
the
technically.
Forerunners.
Oh yeah, the Forerunners. You mean humans?
Depends.
I prefer the human backstory.
Hey guys.
A review.
Hey, hello there.
Hello there.
Beto and Uhura sitting in a tree.
You know, I was recently rewatching The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, 1999.
VLOGING.
And my brother and I watched that VHS like hundreds of times. So we rewatched it because, you know, he's a popcorn film.
Very
Every other
Petra
scene
of
is
them.
comedy. Yeah. So the thing is, though, I was telling my brother too, the people who opened up King Tut's tomb, they were all dead in like 2 years.
Were they though?
We don't need
Really?
a bigger landing party, but you just had a conversation about what you can't.
Yeah, they're gonna
Is it
ask
nothing
them,
to do
but
with the dude size?
no, but they didn't know they discovered King Tut's tomb, so obviously they're gonna need a bigger landing party.
Hmm.
Oh, fun fact though, I was a religion major in college, so one of the things we had to study was South American religion, like Aztec, Incan, and Mayan. So my professor was actually a professor of South American religion, and he showed us an archaeological dig he was on. And then he moved to the next slide. There was like a mummy from like the Mayan era, and we're asked, "Well, you uncovered that?" So he goes, "No, if I uncovered that, I'd still be down there." But it was just part of his slide. But another thing was though, remember, I think the next episode is a Starfleet and military or not. He told me that a big problem with U.S. archaeological expeditions is every once in a while there will be like a CIA spy embedded on the archaeology team just so they can get in the country, and then countries don't trust U.S. archaeology teams because 1 in 10 so-called archaeologists is really a CIA infiltrator.
Indiana Jones.
Well, Ryan has the thing too, how Starfleet has an incredible amount of stolen archaeological artifacts in the captain's quarters and stuff.
Pillaged artifacts, I think, is a better term. Trophies of conquest.
Yoink is the
Look,
technical term.
if those people wanted to hold on to their cultural artifacts, they should have fought harder and had more advanced technology.
It's not a
Well,
matter of fighting. It's insidious. They
I'm
they
not
show
gonna-
up to your planet, and while you're having an internal struggle or debating whether you even want to welcome the aliens, they slowly build a Starbucks around you.
Well, I'm not gonna agree with you, Robo, but I will say sometimes those planets don't have the facilities to
Ryan.
like have climate controlled museums and stuff to hold
Ryan.
those artifacts.
Don't look now,
That's me.
but Starbucks is in the room.
That seems improbable. I like this alien
Starbucks is in the
species.
room.
Me
I
too.
like that they're, sort of alien.
Bullions plus.
Hmm.
They're like a mix between bullions and withers.
What's Wither's name?
Jurgle.
Jado.
Jurgle. There you go. Thank you. So I started a Baldur's Gate with my friend Dan, and the first 30 seconds into the playthrough, he murdered us,
So you killed him back because
and I couldn't
do that.
I could not contain my gasp. Like I audibly gasped when he's because like the dialogue and it's like help it or
Yep.
or kill it, and I put ask it why it's afraid, and he just immediately clicked kill it, and I'm like, like there's no confirmation. It just immediately squishes the brain.
So when I was young,
Why does it require a ritual sacrifice of blood if this is literally just a
4
prison?
people involved with
Who does
opening King
that? Who
Tut's
builds
tomb
it like
died
that?
within 2 years, and
This
3
isn't
more
a
6
temple.
to 7
Hmm.
years after the opening.
That that red case, I have that red case in that picture.
So, animal sacrifice is a mainstay of ancient religion, and
And you're an animal.
Judaism and Islam actually still practice a little bit of goat killing, but um, Christianity has the sacrifice of a human as for the atonement of our sins.
Isn't the
So
concept like you put all your sins on the goat and then you kill the goat?
yes, very much so. It's called a scapegoat. Very, very correct. And so, but the idea here is that we're supposed to be
I
scared
sign all
of
my sins,
those.
Denson Gamble.
right. So when it says is that you have to give a blood sacrifice, we're kind of scared because we think of like Jesus on the cross as a Western audience, but here it's just a pinprick. But what I was gonna
It's
say
they just
was,
stole this. Look, they just stole this from Harry Potter. All right. Remember when they went to get the Horcrux, the locket?
No, Harry Potter stole it from everything else. This
Dumbledore.
idea is as old as fiction,
but I wanted
I'm
to say
pretty
was when
sure
I was
Harry
or rather,
Potter
as old as
stole it from
mysteries
Baldur's
in
Gate
fiction.
3.
when I was a kid, though, we had to warn kids not to do something called blood brothers or blood sisters. You take a little pinprick and you like smush
Mm.
your blood together,
Yeah, don't do that.
and that
Yeah,
yeah,
perfect way to get diseases.
not a great idea. But
It's hepatitis.
Keep your
right.
fluids to yourself.
So I'm actually mad at Chapel for just like offering her finger. You don't know where that needle's been. That's kind of disgusting, lady. Anyone here diabetic? Shooting up insulin?
Is it the actual individual relationships are kind of fine? For the most part, there are times where it is a bit off, a bit silly sort of thing, but for the most part, they are okay. It's just so much of it at the same time makes it too much.
Yeah, Uber Eats couldn't get down there. Sorry.
Why hold on a second? The door's
Oh,
like 20 feet away. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
oh, hold on a second here, Mr. Spock. We just found a bunch of dead bodies that got trapped here thousands of years ago. But take a moment to soak it all in.
There's corpses, Kirby. Corby. Sorry, not Kirby. Kirby's the dog that's here.
No, but you answer to this phaser blap.
Plus, if they didn't get the treasure, that means we can get the treasure, Spock.
Woo.
See, nobody else is echoing in here. It's just a factor of their species.
Yeah.
But I gotta commend this episode because archaeology is a big thing in Trek, and we haven't had this much archaeology since the chase.
We need, you know what Picard could have been? Picard could have been, hey, he retired and now he's an archaeologist and he's going on Indiana Jones style adventures. That would have been cool.
Instead, he uses
Gamble,
his
be
vast,
careful.
non-existent family fortune to fund other archaeologists somehow.
Does he?
Yeah, no jokes.
The Picard
In this future with no
archaeology,
money, it's funded by Captain Picard specifically.
No, I'm telling you that there is wealth, and it's just generational wealth. He has all that land.
Gamble!
That's
Why are you picking something up without looking at it?
As soon as it lit up, I was like, oh yeah, that's a grenade.
Yeah.
see, everyone thinks that
And then you put it to your face.
Star Trek, Earth on Star Trek is a socialist utopia. It's actually the final stage of capitalism dystopia. where all the wealth is consolidated with the oligarchy, and everybody owns nothing.
I like my Paris apartment just fine, Robo.
Your Paris apartment, your 320 square foot Paris apartment with communal bathrooms.
All you need
I
is
love
like
how
a
that
20
wire
square
is
foot apartment
literally
if you have a holodeck in it.
that wire is literally just the cable to power the lights on that.
You have a point,
Mast.
Ryan, but
Also,
a holodeck prison is still a prison, yeah.
if
He
you
made
could
his own
transport
red
me,
shirt.
if you could transport me to the
Technically,
beach in
yes.
Mexico and back, I really don't care where.
Yeah, but every
my
time they
home is.
transport you, they're destroying you and recreating you, and it's just not.
I'm
You're
okay
just
with
dying.
it. At this
over
point,
and-
I'm okay with it.
That sounds suicidal, man. Do you need to talk?
OOF.
Roger,
got
what's
real
wrong
serious
with you,
real
dude?
fast.
Someone just exploded.
Yeah.
This thing's been here thousands
I
of
see
years.
what you
It's
did
not
there,
going anywhere.
but Gamble didn't.
Oh, hey, it's Captain Patel.
Rest of par, as in par race, for sure.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's not. It's not the par race.
Okay.
They're legally distinct wraiths. They're Ba wraiths.
How I stopped worrying and learned to love the Pa wraiths.
Oh, they're in the volume.
Yep.
Boom.
Very convenient that they only had to build like a 30 by 20 foot area for a set. There was thinking just CG. And the set that they did
Look at
build,
the eye
it's
mask that
literally
he's
just a
wearing.
floor and a table.
Yep. Yeah. The cable with that embender attached to it is literally just powering the lights on it.
Well, yeah, the lights are what heals you. You wave a light over the injury. This is for advanced trauma. They're not waving a light over it. They have a persistent light over it.
It'd be funny if he showed up with a Geordie visor later in the episode. They're like, we have this new experimental eyeball replacement.
Are we gonna watch the toddler series at some point?
No. Those episodes are like 5 minutes long, aren't they?
That's really funny.
That wasn't a joke. Aren't they literally like 5 minutes or less?
That's hilarious to make a show that's that.
My dog, she was just doing it. She's taken to putting her paws up on my computer tower to try to like get access to me in the desk. She's turned it off a couple times. 'Cause the power buttons are on the top.
Pixis.
Shark Cryo Glow, 2253 edition.
We also had the Cisco Valhalla episode.
No, it was Bahala.
Where-
You were right the first time. Valhalla is a
Okay,
different
so-
thing.
Where he uses a mirror, a reflection of a painting, to do a holodeck reconstruction of a Bajoran city.
What Cisco actually did was he said, "Computer, solve this riddle," and then it gave him the coordinates.
You know, Jordy does something very similar in the episode where he turns into a blue, walking radioactive tadpole, or Sasquatch. He basically uses the holodeck to extrapolate the fact that a shadow in the picture gives him crucial information that there was somebody else there that they were not aware of.
In Voyager, they used a shadow to reconstruct the fact that Tuvok was murdering people.
Yeah. And Tuvok was doing the investigation, right? So that's why he was able to suppress the hype of the killer.
So do you get punished for that?
I think there was a Bajoran Vedic or something behind it.
On Voyager?
Hawk Templar. When did what you said Tuvok started killing people?
Well, there were definitely no Vedic
He was
on Voyager.
he was programmed. He was programmed.
Yeah, there was a Bajoran Vedic who was part of the Maquis who programmed the Maquis like sleeper cell code.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, very spooky.
In the
This really does feel like a D&D puzzle.
Mhm.
Well,
And actually,
our next D&D campaign, you can build something like that in.
in
We're
the
inspired.
Foundation, which is on Apple TV,
Yes, I need to watch the new series.
they season 3 you haven't seen?
Yeah, I haven't seen the new one.
Season
Oh,
3
really?
of
So
what? I missed it.
the
Foundation.
Foundation, which is
Oh.
by Isaac Asimov on Apple TV.
It is a fantastic show.
So they have an object which exists basically in 4D space. So that's how you can climb through it, over it, and above it. And like it never ends really. So what I think is cool is that like we're 3D beings, but our imagination can slowly fathom a 4D object. Like it takes a lot of visualization, but you can keep turning a cube and try to figure out that it's a shadow of a tesseract, and eventually your brain will somehow fathom 4D space.
We model it with techniques, but I don't think we can actually visualize 4D objects.
No, in your mind's eye, I'm saying, because if
Yeah,
you
I
keep-
don't think we can. I don't think what you think is
Sounds
a 4D
like a
object
skill
that you're
issue,
imagining
Robo.
is we can't perceive 4 dimensions, right? Can't imagine.
Yeah, but the idea would be like, you know how like a two-dimensional person could like see a shadow of a cube, and like
Yes. The way
slowly.
we see a shadow, of a 3D object, you can see the shadow
Dan was
of a
dead.
4D object is a 3D shadow. Yes.
Yeah.
But
So
we can imagine the 3D shadow of a 4D object. Can't imagine 4D object. You can't imagine something you can't perceive. You never perceived it.
Right, but it's like the TNG episode too. If just from the shadow, could you extrapolate what the thing looks like? Kinda.
And Benjo, he's dead. This isn't Gamble. Come on, man.
But this is chilling.
His brain is
dialogue
gone.
Oh, but in the Mummy too, they took out the guy's eyes, because the Mummy regenerates with the organs of the people who opened his crypt.
That's classic
So the-
horror trope. Removing eyes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're going, we don't need eyes.
The zombies.
Oh, Event Horizon. Oh my god, it was so awesome. I have such marvelous things to show. So there was a huge extended version of the hell scene that they filmed that they cut because they thought it was like way over the top.
And then they lost it.
And they lost it, yes, because they, like many films, the original shot footage was stored in a salt mine, and it was stored
Oh, and Benga
improperly,
figured it out.
and it got ruined. But I wish they could recreate it. Maybe they could take it and they could scan it and they can use AI to like fix it. Maybe, you know. I'm hopeful. I'm cautiously hopeful that someday we get that.
Just wait like 50, 60 years. You'll see it yourself. Don't worry about it.
Jeez. I 60 years sounds good to me.
Being optimistic.
I want you can give me a synthetic body like at some point.
Did you just pull a gun on a statue?
It's sort of lifetime reading.
It's Marie's brain. It's a really nice statue, by the way. I'd love to have one in my house.
That's not a beholder. A beholder is like a narcissistic monster thing with a bunch
You
of eye
couldn't
stalks.
even change HM into a gown. He has to sit in his blood-stained uniform for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
he is
literally the rest
non-life.
of his life.
I mean, he was dead the moment so that it exploded in his face. His non-life. His unlife.
Is he undead?
He's possessed.
Does that make him undead?
I don't know. Does possession? It depends
I
what you're
think that would
possessed by in
generally
D&D.
count as undead.
Yeah.
You know, like Beverly's grandmother.
Oh
She was
dear.
undead for a little bit.
Did I like that candle?
Zenbama Gamble.
It's all right if the rest of his life is only 5 minutes.
Yeah, in TNG and later, there's standing policy that if you go to sickbay, you have to be naked and under a sheet. So they haven't instituted that policy at this point in Trek history. So yeah, he is stuck in his uniform. In fact, they changed the policy because of this incident. They knew the spooky ghost would be too embarrassed to walk around the ship murdering people naked.
Imagine an eyeless ghost in a hospital gown, chasing you down, you know? And
Not
like,
even a
as
gown.
he's
It's in
as
TNG.
he's
They were just naked under a bed sheet. There's no gown.
Oh, it's that like sparkly sheet though?
Yeah.
You know, the space sheet.
Are you sure you should get closer to it, Spock? That thing exploded last time.
Mm.
Also, that shot there makes me think that they didn't know what they were going to do with the Vesda later. Because why would there be a Gorn vision inside it? That doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
They're not even actually really related to the Gorn at all.
No, but apparently the idea is that they fought the Gorn at some point.
Well, the idea is that it's like primordial DNA across all species. And it's just when you combine enough species together, you build up the instinct.
It's okay. His actor appears in the opening credits.
The Gorn baby worm did?
Spock.
Talia, you're old. Were you there when this was built?
So he knows he's safe.
She's being a little bit Guinan in here with her supernatural perception.
Jean-Luc, this creature is not what she appears to be. If you had any sense, you would kick her off the ship.
Yeah, both of these episodes are nice. I really do like this episode from the psychological horror aspect. It is really good.
Freaking
Yeah,
rude
did we already
ghost.
get the line where he says, "Do you know if your daughter's really well, or do you think
No,
that?"
It's
that's
gonna say it in like
the
2
finale, I
seconds.
think. Oh no, yeah, yes, here.
When did my show get so dark?
1987.
It's pretty
Uh,
dark.
a review.
Better than counselor, I sense hostility, Troy.
Troy could actually be useful here. She could have said that he's a ghost.
She
More
would've
like
known
Dark
the present
Trek.
was a-
Yeah,
You know that he's dead.
he even tells the security guard later too, like, your mom died painfully of cancer, didn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what Guinan and Q do at one point.
Sheesh. Also, it bent rather than
I sense Ensign Gamble is
smashed.
hiding something. Thanks, Troy. Great help.
Ensign. Ensign Gamble.
Her stunt double's quite good. Very clearly a stunt double, just how little they're showing her face, unfortunately.
Also, we followed the trope of if somebody's very happy and optimistic, they're gonna be dead in 5 minutes. Because at the
Yeah.
beginning of this episode, Gamble was like, "Always another exciting day on the Enterprise." I'm still never gonna get used to how great this assignment is. All right, Skipper.
He
Let's see how
died
skippy
doing
you
what
are.
he loved.
Pumping
But
his fist as he got onto the transporter.
I remember the Voyager episode where the doctor is sold to like this freak medical society where the poor people get no health insurance and the rich people get like unnecessary injections just to make them live like 2 years longer.
Yes, we were there.
The entity is manipulating Mbanga very much here because Gamble, as we know, is already dead.
I don't. You keep saying he's
Sure
dead,
hope
but
I
the
don't
guy
get
keeps
killed by an
going and
alien
coming back.
device.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's
manipulation.
manipulation. That's not actually him.
I don't think it's manipulation. I think there's when he had the visor on, he was really like, "Am I gonna be okay, Doc?"
Yeah, that's manipulation. He is confirmed as always having been dead from the moment that it hit him.
This is one of those
Okay.
ghosts that just has a great time freaking people out.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a plan other than
No.
being a jerk. Man, ghosts
I mean,
are so rude.
when the Pyraith basically did the same thing to Ducat. They made him like unnecessarily. I mean, the guy was evil before. It's hard to imagine someone sliding more down the descent into hell, but Ducat
gentlemen,
really.
I have a dog in my lap. Ah, that's
Woof.
mauling me.
Wolf. Tell Ryan to watch the toddler show with us.
We're not watching Starfleet Scouts. You can go watch Starfleet Scouts.
I was hoping the dog would maul
There's
you
this
into
stream, and then 2 more, and then we're done.
it. Yes, for the foreseeable future. But we are getting a new Trek movie.
Indeed, there was much.
The statue in here is giving off weird vibes.
Also, I want to say, I like that we touched here and then brought it back to the finale. I know it's a little anticlimactic, but it's like the chase too, right? We built up the chase in one episode before as well. No, the chase was a two-parter. Sorry.
No, it was
Our
just one.
5-year mission to watch every episode of Star Trek released so far.
This explanation doesn't really work, though. The rest of the episode is fantastic, but this explanation is, doesn't really work.
The chase
Guys, this is
also
more
worked really well for its anticlimactic end because it was funny.
Yeah.
Like the Klingon going, "That's it. If she were not dead, I would kill her."
Yeah, the Klingon was also particularly fat.
The Romulans had a good take on it.
But you know what's really? I mean, Francis. Who's the
Bacon
guy who invented it? No, who? Francis.
from Left 4 Dead.
Who discovered DNA? There are two guys. The second guy died. Alan
Oh, no.
Watts. No, let me shut up.
Um,
Francis Crickens.
And the also who died.
And the guy who died.
Gregory Mendel manipulated genetics, but he didn't know what they were.
No, that guy
There were
was just
two who are
was playing with
quoted as having
peas.
discovered it. There was also other people involved.
Yeah, but the double helix thing, that's what they discovered.
Yes and no. Mostly to an extent.
Why
I
would
think
the
if I remember
inscription
right,
say
there
here
was
and not here? That's completely
others who directly
unhelpful.
helped him in that.
Oh wow, there is a long history of who
Oh,
discovered
also
it.
something we
But
didn't
James,
address. When Corby first came on the ship, we learned that he was already messing around on this planet Vadia 9. And then this is
Yep.
the same planet that Trelane referred to as the old homeworld.
Yes. Which, as I said, went nowhere. It's not the not
Yeah,
best.
Q does not factor in this episode whatsoever, despite the fact that it's their homeworld.
you're right though, Soma. Even in the 1860s, a Swiss chemist had discovered the DNA thing.
Mm.
But so it was Francis Crick and James Watson in the 50s, 1954.
What is this escape room prison?
Hmm.
Who would build this?
So he died a week ago. But the discovery of DNA kind of proves that like all humans are one race, not like, you know, different breeds or something. So the same way the chase kind of reflected that the Romulans, the Klingons, and the humans and Andorians are all seeded by the same progenitors.
Hang on, Curiouser
Just
and
19.
Curiouser, Spock just said. So that's a reference in two ways. One, it's a reference
Alice
to
in-
Alice in Wonderland, where it's
Not
originally
forgetting
Yes.
Rosalind
which
Franklin,
is
too.
related to Discovery
Thank you.
and how Amanda would read that to them.
Right.
But also, Captain Picard said that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. When did he
I
say
don't
that?
remember when. I just have a
Okay.
distinct memory of Patrick Stewart saying, Curiouser and Curiouser.
Oh no, yeah, Summer, you were correct too. Rosalind Franklin, as someone in the
Yep.
chat pointed out, she used X-ray diffraction to demonstrate DNA's double helix structure.
That's what I was referring to. I remembered that there was probably women involved, but I didn't remember exactly off the top of my head, so I didn't want to say more and look like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a woman, so that's really cool.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
you only remember the men in science.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah,
kind of
that was what I was getting at, but I didn't want, I wanted to make sure that it was the case. There's another one recently that I was looking at was a woman who did the main part of the discoveries, and yeah, just was completely ignored. Oh, that was I heard about pregnancy tests. It was a woman who actually invented them.
Did you guys see Hidden Figures, the movie about NASA
Yeah.
scientists?
Well, I
who
haven't
are
seen it, but
developing-
yes.
It's like a really good movie. It's like in one scene they expect her to make coffee because they don't realize like she's actually
Yes.
a mathematician. Like, and then on top of that, she doesn't get to use the same coffee machine that everyone else uses because she's black. Like, there's no equal
Mm.
facilities. So,
I have a lore question. So Marie recognizes the Vesta because she is hybridized now, and like the
Yes.
combination of different DNA strands
yes,
lets her
it was
identify some
purely the-
ancient evil thing.
yes.
Couldn't Spock do that too? He's a hybrid.
I thought it was purely the Gorn. That the Gorn are
It's the
so
Gorn
ancient that they faced.
No,
They have a instinct and
That
genetic
I believe
instinct.
what they say is that's what they think initially, and then later they realize it's like, no, this is in all species. It's sometime in the distant past, everybody was fighting these monsters.
So
I don't know,
no,
dude.
but she mentions it is the Gorn because she says that it's that DNA that makes me strong physically. I wouldn't have been able to be physically handling it. Um, but fun fact, the Ozempic is made from an enzyme that Komodo dragons have. That's why they have really slow metabolism. So when you take this lizard enzyme, that's when your stomach says, "Hey, I'm full," and then you
I
stop
thought it
eating.
was like venom. I thought you were
Mm,
actually like taking some type of something derived from venom.
no, it's the enzyme that they
Hold
use to
on, hold
digest.
on. This is a good scene.
She's in pain.
Oh my god, this is so bad. You know where this is from though? So when Cybok manipulates
Hang on, he's
McCoy,
being
because remember
spooky.
Cybok can reach inside your soul and
See, do you still think that Gamble is alive in review?
no, I don't. Thank you.
How is his
Just
meat
reach.
suit getting through?
But you know, it'd be Picard, how's your nephew? I heard he's telling me it's hot. He's telling
Extra
me
crispy.
he's so hey Jasmine,
Hello.
welcome back.
Couldn't they just like lightly step on the surface of the knot bridge
Yeah.
before fully walking out?
This has become Indiana Jones to an extent.
And hey Picard, your brother Robert,
Kalima!
he's
Kalima
telling me
Shaktate!
how's that line of the family doing on your end? But
Something, leap of faith.
Well, technically speaking, it's better translated as a leap into faith. Thank you, The Good Place, for that bit of trivia. GD Anna Kendrick.
So I just want to know for the record, Mr. Hotshot archaeologist boyfriend over here was the one who said we should stay when everyone else was like we should leave because we don't know what we're walking into. And he was like, "Nope, I'm really curious. I think I'm Indiana Jones."
This tracks with his appearance in TOS because we know he got himself killed by being stupid.
Good.
Oh, he appeared in TOS?
Yeah, he's actually mentioned.
He's,
Oh,
well,
so
yes and no. He's dead by the time we get to his appearance in TOS, but there's an android that took his identity.
and a few episodes before we see this Corby guy, they mention in this show that Corby is like has a postulate of xenoanthropology or paleoanthropology.
He's got a doctorate in grooming.
You know, I'm glad you did say that because one of the problems with the Monica Lewinsky affair is that one person is the president of the United States and the other person's a 21-year-old
How did
intern.
we get to this transition? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, you know, like there's a power imbalance when you have an intern, you know, and you're the professor or you're the president. It is a messed up thing.
It was a weird choice in the original series.
Oh, in the original series, they show Corby with the student.
They explicitly say that she was his student in the original
Okay,
series episode.
gotcha.
Oh, there is tension here because Pelia could actually die. She's not in TOS.
Mm.
You know, they have a really Corby here, Professor Corby. He has a really interesting thesis that I love. His is that all species believe in good and evil, and I think that's kind of interesting because you know Christianity is
Oh my
about
god,
like Jesus
Mbenga, why
dying on
didn't
the
you
cross.
fire while he was turning around and not aiming at anyone?
Because that's your
Yeah.
disciple. That's your
Babs,
pupil.
please.
Yeah, Babs is. But he calls her Lanthanite child, which means he's older than a
Yeah.
Guinan level species.
If I can bring it back to Lord
No,
of
he's
the Rings
not
again.
Mbenga. Mbenga, he's dead.
Treebeard calling Gandalf young
He was dead long
Master
ago.
Gandalf.
Mbenga was the one who sent him on the away mission, so that's why he feels guilty.
Okay, now burn the body.
Yeah, you need to.
Is the Pokeball going to hold?
Why would you
Well-
do that? It's
That's the
already in
same
a
thing that
containment field. Christ.
I mean, the containment field wouldn't have held long either way.
Star Trek has a funny situation. Non-corporeal beings have a corporeal prison, but okay.
Look, it's just like the ghost traps in Ghostbusters and the containment
Mhm.
unit.
Hmm.
It just works. Don't ask.
And in Discovery, we use the Stamets's lab as the jail for non-corporeal beings.
Actually, the inside of the container is made with baby dolls, like doll toys, and spirits just get sucked right in there.
You can really
So that's
feel
the
the
power
writer's
rate.
strike because nobody talks like this.
No, no. Actually, that's a really good point. Because okay, I was working for a
Maybe
conservative
Lanthanites
magazine in like
speak like this. Maybe this is a
two,
genetic trait that they're
2003.
all overdramatic.
No, one of the things I read in a really interesting conservative magazine, Lord of the Rings is a conservative enterprise because like there's like such a thing as good and evil. Like the army of orcs versus the White City. So especially circa 2003,
What do you? Are you reading into
Republican.
the fact that all the white people in Lord of the Rings are good and all the black people are bad?
And also considering the fact the U.S. was like
Tolkien, what the
hell-bent on
heck,
invading
man?
Iraq after 9/11. So it's like the idea that like our country is always good, our country is always right, our country's on this like noble, like if you're with us,
There is a Soviet Union version of Lord of the
Mhm.
Rings. It's very interesting, actually.
So Star
I
Trek has
think it's
always
just
been
on
more.
YouTube, right? I think you just go watch it.
Yeah, you can go watch it.
Star Trek has always been more there is no good and evil; those are relative terms. And other fiction genres have been more like, oh no, evil's a thing, son.
Oh.
Don't
Frodo,
worry.
this
And
is
a
the ring
Soviet
of the
version of
bourgeoisie.
Treasure
You must
Island.
destroy it for the proletariats. I'm not even joking. Like that's essentially.
Why do we rewind?
I see on the left-hand side here, it says Q system. Are they saying?
It
Because
says Vez the light.
they haven't met him yet. They have a trillion thing going on.
Q system.
Because they are in the
So
Q system.
maybe these
That
entities
has
are
become
like
more prescient with this. With
maybe
that
these
episode.
entities are some type of like
Four, three, two, one. Play. Wait, hang on. Hang on, I pressed all the wrong hotkeys. We're starting the countdown over. I pressed the wrong thing on my. Got it. I keep pressing the. Okay, in my defense, look, listen.
it's very hard.
I
It has
have
many
a dog
buttons.
that's messing with my arms. I keep pressing the wrong buttons.
Everything disappeared.
Yeah, we're down for the Salatuated Tale. This first Salatuated Tale. Okay. Okay, the stream is back to where it should be. Thanks, Kirby.
We need dog pics of this. Indeed.
I liked how you, because you put the timer there, it did the correct Voltron cadence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play for realsies.
Realsies this time. Yes. I forgot what I was going to say now. What were you talking about before?
Soviet.
We had
Lord
the
of the Rings.
kerfuffle with the. Oh. So there was a Soviet defector, and they put him in like witness protection, basically in some, Nowheresville, Indiana, or some crap like that, And he went to the supermarket. He was convinced that the entire town was built just for him, because there was no way that they would have this variety of products. It was so like alien to him. He's like, this is all they're just doing this for my benefit, because this is all fake. This isn't real. This isn't a real town. There's no way there's 100 varieties of canned goods and
It's
cereal.
a fake. What is a starter? Yeah, good question. Man, the fair game
Is
looks
it?
weird.
Would you say it's starting to feel a bit episodic?
Do you think that they're
See,
gonna
yeah, this
transition
is I
from
don't
Strange
like.
New Worlds into a TOS remake with him?
They have said that they want to do Star Trek Year 1, which will not be the same storylines from TOS. It'll be his first year as captain.
Oh, so technically you could have 2 years, because it was a 5-year mission and we only had 3 seasons, so you could have 2 years of Kirk before TOS.
No, but the 2 years was the animated series that completes the 5 years.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. They didn't technically start the 5-year
Well,
mission until
you're
the start
assuming
of TOS.
they're gonna consider.
Didn't that happen with one of the premieres as well? They were getting a tour and went walkabout by themselves.
I like how he's mansplaining here.
Yeah, I don't like that she's a Voltron because it changes things for no actual usage reason.
Yeah.
It's for the plot,
It-
obviously.
No, it kind of shows like Vulcans are by the book, and he's
Yeah,
obviously not. by the book.
it worked for the for this episode because her being by the book makes sense by her being Vulcan.
Yeah.
But they don't give any sort of this is why she's in Starfleet when no Vulcans are in Starfleet at this time.
Right.
I'm always in support of more short-haired baddies.
Galactus.
She's the
am
polar
fine
opposite of his
with
command
it
style.
ish.
So that's why I think
It's just I should be more fine with it if they just said either she transferred later on to be a captain of the ship,
right, or she's wearing her
or
own uniform. or
she
something.
was a junior to
Temporary.
Spot or temporary, because Spot is the first Vulcan who is actively part of Starfleet.
Right.
That is integral to his character.
Right. Him choosing Starfleet Academy over the Vulcan Science Academy was shocking for Vulcan culture. Because
and not
no
only
one...
is it integral to his character, it was in Star Trek Discovery, so it's quite recently integral to his character.
Right, and when we did that in Enterprise, we always had to Paul wear the Vulcan officer outfit. She was on loan. She was never a real Starfleet officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, her Vulcan uniform.
Yes, they changed it later on. But
Rick designed.
Yes.
Yeah, but
they
at least we're following
that.
canon.
Yeah. The Vulcans also questioned why are you in more Starfleet types garb, and not in traditional Vulcan stuff, because you're not part of Starfleet. Are you joining Starfleet? What's going on, basically? Are you choosing Starfleet over us?
Yeah. Why join the little leagues when you can be in the big leagues?
No, if they do give an explanation of she joined more recently or anything that we've discussed, then I'm fine with it. The one bit I'm not fine with is her, because she's a captain, being implied that she's been in Starfleet longer than Spock.
Right.
That's the one thing I'm not happy with.
Right. Basically, they kind of
Maybe
forgot
she
about the lore for a
just
second.
came into Starfleet with a lot of experience. Like she was already a Vulcan captain, and she just transitioned service.
That would be my headcanon, that she just transferred
Okay, and Spock's the
as a
first,
captain.
like, from the lower ranks to.
Yeah.
It's the
rise up
Captain
on their own
Exchange program.
merit. Okay.
Shit. Listen, to this guy.
It would also make an amount of sense as to this episode where she's like, but we're here to just get stands and things. Whereas if she'd gone through Starfleet Academy, she would be less likely to just go, well, after stand, she'd be more likely to go, we're going to investigate what's going on more directly.
No, but you're right though. It
She's
seems
not
like he's been
nearly
under her
crazy enough to have
command.
gone through the academy.
Right.
Do you think they specifically teach a recklessness class?
What
is
in
that
Baird's
just
name?
inherent?
Scottish. John Logie Baird invented the telephone.
No, thank you. Not
You think that might
Alexander
come into play
Bell
later?
Graham. You know,
They're making this out to be super scary and dramatic, but I can't take it seriously when it's got a big skull on it. Like that's too camp.
that was a bit of a misstep.
Hans,
The
have you seen
Farragut
the outside of our
rescues-
ship? It's got
the
a
Farragut
skull
rescues the
on it.
Enterprise. The Farragut rescues the Enterprise D in Star Trek
I
Generation.
love when engineers talk to their ships, or even the Farragut that he's on now.
In Star Trek Generations, the Farragut rescues the Enterprise D. Here, the Enterprise rescues the Farragut.
Yep.
When does the Farragut rescue Enterprise D?
They recover the survivors after the crash on Verendra? Veridian 3?
Viridian
Viridian 3.
3?
Thank you.
Is it
Narendra-
3
Yeah, it is.
or
but
4?
3.
And Narendra 3 was where the Kidamar outpost was attacked, I think.
Oh my god, Alvarez, just do it. God. Ortegas could do it.
Listen. Ortegas flies the ship.
He is still technically a superior.
Yeah, but they're also besties, so that takes priority.
Also, he has the con.
Yeah.
He has the con.
Yeah, she should have referred to him by rank. Is my point. It makes sense character wise, but you walked it onto the bridge that he's now in command of. Use ranks.
It'd probably make more sense for her to use his first name if he didn't already reject her. Like they're not dating.
Yeah.
A big skull.
Ryan makes the point. Sci-fi has no idea how planets worked. That level of explosion on a planet to
was
send,
really
like,
nice of Starfleet to make their sickbays, corridors, and bridges identical between ship classes. Really brought down the budget for this episode.
Very convenient.
I mean,
but
why wouldn't they?
For that amount of dirt to, like,
it is canonical at this time that ships are modular.
It's just that in the future they're more varied. In the future, when like Starfleet has been at peace for a while, they're making their luxury battleships. Everything's all bespoke on each ship.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that because whenever I watch the motion picture, which is pretty often, that's right out of the TNG Enterprise D. Those are the same corridors. They just spruced them up a bit.
See, Spock doesn't call her by her first name. Jim.
Also saying that tractor beams are gravitational beams.
Oh, it does the bois. Wow.
Yeah.
Wah. Wah.
In TNG era, some of the ships look similar to each other. Others look like they are reused sets from the movies.
I appreciate the attempts of the Enterprise to do point defense there. It didn't work, but I appreciate that they tried.
Yeah.
This also reminds me, there was that Voyager episode where this guy commands like this. No, there's a whale that eats ships alive, but it convinces you that, you're going home or something.
That's on Voyager, yeah.
I do like
But it didn't
the
work.
switcheroo as well, where
It didn't work on
damaged ship
Naomi
now
ever.
has to rescue the intact
Or
ship.
7.
Or 7, because they didn't really want to go home. They were happy where they were, so they couldn't be tricked. It's like why hobbits are immune to the effects of the One Ring is because the One Ring tells you can fix everything and make it better, and they're just kind of happy with the way everything is now. So they're like, doesn't really do anything. That's why they survive so long as a ring bearer. Even as as effed up as Gollum got and Frodo got, they fare better than other races.
Kirk's first day in the chair.
They're just too chill for the One Ring to affect
As
them.
captain, that is. That's true.
Yeah, it's not
captain
really
of
his
the
first.
ship.
As first officer, he surely would have taken command several times by this point. He's been here for a while.
Yeah. But he's the official captain of the ship at the moment, as the ranking officer.
Also,
the
I am
interior
Kirk.
of their ship is made of
I captain
vines.
the ship.
TARDIS is in here as well.
Also, I don't think if you can hodgepodge something together and make it a Frankenstein thing, but I don't think it would be like the most powerful ship in existence. I don't know. Like it reminds me of the Lower Decks episode because the pack lead have all their parts from different species. They have like no security whatsoever because you just have to let those different operating systems talk to each other. So it's really easy to hack because you can't have security because obviously you didn't reprogram everything into one operating system that would be secure.
Reavers.
Judge Scott.
Oh, hey, Lieutenant Mitchell. Wow, you're back in the show. What is her shift schedule? Sometimes she's on shift, sometimes she's not. Maybe she just takes a lot of vacation days.
She's not a lead officer, so she's got a different schedule to everyone else.
But I would
She had
think
that
she's
one
on
line
like
the whole
a
episode.
consistent shift schedule.
Oh no, the 3D chess set!
My God.
I beat my dad at that yesterday.
That was the Columbus thing. Like most sailors didn't want to go because they thought there were dragons at the edge of the map. So I like that reference to.
I don't know if they thought that literally. I think that was metaphorical.
True. In fact, I just read something interesting. Columbus.
And let's be honest, how complicated can pack-led system security be? Probably use password one as their password.
We actually knew the circumference of the world, and we knew it would be ridiculously long to sail from Europe to China. But Columbus was like, no, it's half that. We'll get there in half the time. So he was really like going against all the science of his time, and he was 100% wrong. But he did run into something,
lucky,
which made him, yeah. But he was basically the RFK Jr. of his time.
And yet he's celebrated in America. Even though he completely missed America.
Yeah.
Even though the dude was so evil, even people from his own
Yeah.
time period who are generally okay with
Yeah.
genocide were like, dude, you
Yeah.
need to tone it down.
You need to calm down
Yep.
a little bit. You could be a little bit more charitable to those human beings. Those heathens.
Captain.
Okay, so this is like a low level diss Scotty's doing. I didn't know we could be insubordinate whenever we wanted, but he's like, "What speed? Acting captain? Sorry, what do I call you, sir?" I saw this lawyer diss the cop, diss the judge. Like, I wanted to talk to this honorable court. Excuse me, this court, because the judge was up to some shenanigans.
You know, Scotty didn't mean to say the Farragut should be hauling garbage.
It should be hauled away as garbage. Actually,
Scotty, this
I
is
got
totally
cut
out of
off
character
by,
for you. How dare you say that about another starship?
We've
I
seen
got
these
cut off
tactical
by a pickup
uniforms
truck,
before.
and he had a garbage bag in the back of the bed, and I had the same thought. I was like, "Oh, look, it's a garbage truck. Oh no, it should be hauled away as garbage." Who's excited for?
Oh, they changed the ships on the screens in the briefing room. They don't have the Enterprise on there.
Also, this was the computer core, right, in Discovery?
Well, did they use actual screens? That would make it really easy to the displays.
I love Scotty so much.
I like his attitude in this episode.
Yes, it's
Al
just a
dente
little
'em?
background detail.
I don't like this. Al dente is how you make pasta. It's going to be a little bit hard, but you pull it out early as possible, where you still can eat it, but it's hard as a tooth. That's why it's called al dente.
It's not hard as a tooth. It's toothsome. It's
Oh, okay.
toothsome. It still has a little chew left.
Oh,
And you
okay,
go past
okay,
al
okay.
dente, and then it's just mush.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
I was translating
al dente means like
Okay.
it literally translates to the tooth.
Okay,
So
like
it still
tasty or
has some
chewy.
feeling.
Okay.
Still has some feeling left. I was like, he's explaining al dente to an Italian. I'm wondering where this is going.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, I was too literal in my translation of dente.
If it's hard as a tooth, you couldn't chew it, could you? You'd
That's
break
how
all
it
your
is when
teeth.
it's in the box. Okay.
It's just dry.
Thank you, Robo.
Actually, some of my fondest.
Oh my god, Captain Kirk, you can't just say maximum warp and expect anything to happen.
My grandfather
Yeah.
hand
The ship
making
doesn't work.
pasta, gnocchi, other pasta in the kitchen.
Yeah, I need to get a KitchenAid so I can extrude my own pasta.
I can't believe my mother sold the pasta machine. Like this is from like the 60s,
Wow.
pasta roller. I have the sausage machine, but I don't have the pasta roller.
I like Una's line here. When you hear screeching, you're like, "Oh, what's that noise?" Like, it's a sign you got to work faster.
Trying some vintage pasta rollers. Those ones last forever, and the ones that they buy now are all.
You know who
plastic
doesn't have
garbage.
eyes, Una?
Gamble.
Maximum warp best I can do is 1.2.
No, not the 1980s.
1980s. I wish we could go back to the 1980s. I'd love to go back to the 1980s.
Why? So I wouldn't. So I'm not born.
No, just
Monster.
to fix things. I could go if we could go back that far. We could fix things that went. Fix the things that once went wrong.
Okay, so Reagan was president in 81. So we can deal with that.
The Soviet Union was still around.
Well, Soviet Union was already on a trajectory for collapse, so I don't think you could fix that. Not that it needs to be fixed.
I mean, arguably Putin's worse than that.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to make the Soviet Union survive in order to prevent Putin from coming to power. Putin was a KGB agent. He was part of the just because Soviet Union wouldn't collapse doesn't mean Putin wouldn't have come to power. He would just be in charge of the Soviet Union instead of the Russian Federation. It's like Year of Hell, you know? You make a little change and you don't know like how vast the ramifications are or if it would have any ramifications.
What you don't know is that somebody already went back in time and fixed everything, and it used to be so much worse.
This is the good timeline?
This is the good version.
This is the improved timeline.
This is the best that NRX could do.
Yeah.
All right, so they postponed World War III by like 30, 50 years. All right, I could deal with that. As long as we admit we're handing over a really bad planetary situation to the next generation. As long as we can admit that. We were handed a good planet and we're handing a bad one down.
To who?
But well, we're not worried about it because we won't be around.
The octopi.
That's I think the crux of like why people aren't concerned with the long-term effects of their decisions is that underlying like beneath all our surface thought is the knowledge that we won't live long enough to see those.
Except we are, because we're doing it. It's happening right now.
Yeah,
we're
it's
there.
getting more and more rapid. Yeah, I understand.
True. But the soil still has like 30 or 40 cycles left to it, so there's plenty of food for
cycles.
Me. Yeah, like we're exhausting the Earth's nutritional capability. That's why we have to put nitrogen back into the soil.
That we can fix. That.
And then that
just
runs
get
off
new
into
soil. Just pick some up at the store. It's not.
And
that
some
hard.
of them think a god will fix everything for us.
Or more accurately,
no. Some of them are in a death cult, and they think that the end of the world is coming, and they're going to be sucked up into heaven. That's the problem.
We don't have to worry about like mundane problems like ecological destruction.
They think they're going to get raptured, so they don't give a damn.
That's a fantastically British response. No, how?
Mutiny.
Because Rapture predictions have had such a good track record.
You know how amazing it would be if all those people did get raptured and everyone else is left behind? Finally, progress.
I like how much attitude the juniors officers have to each other, because if you're not a captain, you're getting zero deference.
I also noticed that Spock,
Insert
Kirk's
Simpsons
bestie in the
no
future,
lawyers clip.
is not sticking up for him at all.
Well, it's just being logical at the moment. I love this because he says perhaps a more emotionally, whatever it is, style would be best suited to him. And then he goes, Oh, that's me.
Wow, maybe we can salvage a couple of those things. Those look very useful. Just immunity to phasers. Who is this? Is this a real character or is this a nobody? Oh, it's a nobody. Yeah, they're dead.
Nobody.
I love these stylish tactical uniforms. Like, they really look like Kevlar armor. I think Discovery would have used it in the alternate timeline way more in the evil universe.
If you like, I can show you what real body armor is like.
I'm just saying it's metallic.
Mm.
The true monster is man. All this highly advanced tech and they can't even get through a door.
We come in peace.
He's so funny because he's gonna save the alcohol and she's gonna use it as a flamethrower.
Yep. There's an explosive.
Portals.
Oh,
And
it's
boom,
like
right
a
away they have a different problem.
Molotov cocktail.
Kalia, why do you have a car battery?
Also, an old friend of mine once said, "Let there be light." She's referring to God.
The Old Testament God, yes. That old guy. Oh, she has an Andy Warhol picture of herself in the background? No way.
No, to be fair, she's probably just referring to someone who's very into the Bible.
No, she's referring to the guy who wrote the Bible, which is 300 BC.
Well, the Old Testament, you mean? The New
Yeah.
Testament was written in like 300 AD.
Yeah, but you're quoting
Well,
the
it'd
book
be
of
weird if they
Genesis.
wrote about Jesus 300 years before
That
he
guy
was
in
born. Yes.
DS9 that creates planets said that. Is it a reference?
Wait,
Or
what did
she's
he?
referring to Thomas Edison.
The guy in DS9 that creates planets. Who? What?
The guy who had the wife who
It-
was astral projecting and cheating on him with Cisco, I think, is what they're referring to. Because he was like was he a terraformer? I think he made
So
stars.
this is also an
He
update
was
to the
gonna
way
reignite the
communicators
star.
work on Enterprise, because in TOS the wall communicators were wired, I think.
Yeah. By the way,
In
my
TNG they're
internet,
not, but yeah. I guess they changed it later.
my internet for Discord or any kind of voice chat is always the wired Ethernet cable. Wi-Fi is like very spotty if you want to professionally stream.
Wi-Fi is for chumps.
Yeah. Make sure you use a wire, guys.
Who uses Wi-Fi? I have Ethernet cables running throughout my house.
To the walls?
80 foot. No, I just ran them along the baseboard because I'm lazy. In this old house with wet plaster, and the previous owners they didn't put a drop ceiling in the basement. They just put drywall on the studs. So I'm like, I'm not cutting holes. I'm just gonna run it along the baseboards and tape it, tape it around the corners, hold it down so it doesn't trip me.
Riker did
My
a
original
lot
plan
better
was to
of
do it
suddenly
static.
getting
Gideon Sciatic.
command when Picard was lost. Several times, actually.
See, they do a great job with Una, but they also
His last
I
words
love
were
how
"Let there be light."
I love how
Gideon
Kirk
Sciatic.
I love how Kirk also gives us lessons in command because you could say he's cocky, but he's also right. Like, you're supposed to follow the book, but I'd rather be the one to have written the book. Well, hindsight is 2020, Spock. They've already mind melded at this point, right?
I don't think
Maybe?
so.
That's why they're Jim and Spock, right?
It's like it's like Goku and Vegeta dance. Best friends after.
I like this here though because
I
it's very
like
folksy.
that.
Yeah, yeah, me too. And when Spock says the Sehlat who ate its own tail,
Yeah. Which is a reference to the animated series.
oh really, the Sehlat eats its own tail in that show?
Well, that he has a
He has
pet a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Which of
Doesn't
course
every Vulcan
comes
have a
up
pet
again
Sehlat?
in this
Kind of
show.
like having a pet targ.
Boems,
Yeah.
don't tell me
Yeah,
talked
it's
about
already
a
come up in this
lot.
show.
You're such a fanboy.
Oh boy.
He just needed a
I
pep
love the
talk.
scene.
Everything's fine.
That's the name of the movie.
I love the scene in Toy Story when they're moving. The neighbor's dog chases the moving truck, and then they have to like um, get the Slinky toy to rescue the race car from the chasing dog.
Very irresponsible dog owner.
Yes. But that
I'm
is true
in
though. What is the
charge
dog?
and you will obey.
What is the dog gonna do once it does catch up with the truck? Like, it's kind of the dog's not thinking that far.
And then he lost confidence in commanding there, now he's got the confidence back.
How Kirk got his groove back.
Mojo.
How... Hmm.
Oh my god, they are just pack leads.
Yeah.
Super advanced and powerful pack lids.
Does he mean that literally, or is this episode a commentary on capitalism?
It's yeah, a little bit.
I mean, the reason they left their planet because they didn't feel that we were taking care of it. But the
And then detonate
Farragut,
the warp core?
the Farragut is an old seafaring ship from the Captain Horatio Nelson Trafalgar Battle of.
Yes, many of the names of the ships in Star Trek are based on
Yeah, yeah,
old sea ships.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
including the titular Enterprise.
Excuse
Right,
me,
but
Farragut is actually the name of the fort that Lucian the Chance of the Dark Brotherhood was hiding in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Thank you. Right.
Why is there a TARDIS?
That's in this episode.
Yeah, but why is it here? Oh, there it is. I can see it. Yes,
It's-
it's... Okay, so apparently the scavengers captured a TARDIS. So our crew is about to murder the Doctor. Not the Doctor, the Doctor.
There's a phone booth on that ship?
Not inside the ship. I'll put it in general. You can see the TARDIS.
Too funny. Thank you. No way. Hilarious. It's like when they put the
Yes.
Millennium Falcon in First
Kill
Contact.
them.
Like, I'm glad we had backup.
Kill it, Lon. Destroy it.
But that's the same outfit that the Jupiter aliens had when they were attacking Earth on Discovery, and we thought they were just a pirate raider species.
Yeah, this is a
And it turned
ripoff
out-
of the People of Earth episode.
Yeah.
Except with a skull.
Is it a ripoff if it's their own property they're ripping off?
It's it's also a ripoff of the concept of Veacher. We send up one ship out there, and it comes back all Frankensteined up.
Is it worse when you're ripping off your own? Or is it
But
better?
that's the thing. So when you're a generational ship, you kind of become your own colony, and you're no longer attached. It kind of reminds me of how, when evolution is discovered, the same flightless bird evolves time and time again. When a flighted species goes to an island, gets too fat to fly, then dies of extinction, and then like 1,000 years later evolves again the same way. It's very interesting, actually. Kiwis were flighted birds at one point. She's always got her phaser charged. Did you guys have phones that were like across the whole house at one point? Like with the corkscrew thing that it has? I had like a
Phones that were
20-foot one.
across the whole house with the corkscrew.
I've had
You mean
landlines,
the
yes.
coiled cable?
Yeah.
Coiled cord?
That she's using, yeah. And then you stretch it so much it wasn't coiled anymore.
What? Who is editing this? What was that?
That was a Apple iMovie.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of split screen stuff like that.
Yeah. It's very British television too, Soma. They do that way more over there.
It looks like the aliens, the big aliens that attack in Avengers.
Wah.
I'm gonna be honest, the last Avengers I watched was The Avengers.
Yeah, that's the Avengers I'm referring to.
Oh. Wow. Yeah,
it looks
no
like one of
memory
those
of
big
this
creeps.
whatsoever.
14 years after the release of The Elder Scrolls V, 9 years after the release of The Elder Scrolls V, 8 years after the release of The Elder Scrolls V.
And 7 years after the announcement of The Elder Scrolls 6, Bethesda has finally released The Elder Scrolls 4.
Yeah.
Look, if you could make boatloads of money releasing the same product over and over again, why wouldn't you? It seems like a no-brainer. All the work is already done.
Also, this is very Space Seed.
It just works.
They weren't genetically enhanced, but they were big-brained, and they did think they were smarter than us. And
It's
then
like
they became
it's like
pirates.
poetry. It rhymes. It's like poetry. You know, I had this idea about midichlorians and the wills and the 789
Did they
were
just
gonna
install
be
the joysticks, or are
about the
those always
microbes.
there, hidden in the wall?
It's like the Jonathan
Riker
Frakes...
uses it in
The manual steering
Insurrection.
column, but like this is just a random corridor that they're accessing the lines through.
Yeah, every 80 feet there's a every 80 meters.
What eventuality did the Starfleet
then.
architects
The only
foresee?
thing
I love
poetic
that
about
joke.
this is that I'm
Joysticks.
vomiting in stanzas.
It's a good
I
joke
don't
for
even know
a
what that
situation like this.
means.
We need
The plot
we have to take a step
required
back
it.
and take up the engineering section. A big step then. Yeah, big one. Go.
The plot required it, Ryan. I think.
Now detonate the warp core.
One of the cool things when you had cordless phones in your house, even though it was a landline, you would be able to hit intercom and talk to like a different part of your house.
Yep.
So they basically set up an intercom system.
Yep. Does anybody remember Nextels?
Yep. Or Boost.
Nextels that had two-way.
Walkie-talkie.
It was a really
No shot does an
interesting
airlock decompressing cause that much
experience.
thrust. The ship
Yeah.
is huge. All right, are you guys ready for a big twist that nobody saw coming? Do you have any better ideas? Ah, just other weapons. Gotcha.
Well, weapons on the things inside that aren't immune to the
Oh, we
weaponry.
blew up the fuel line.
Yes, that does make a lot of sense, blowing up the fuel line. Well, the doctor's dead, as you said.
Bye.
And that's why Jim Kirk is in command, because that kind of unorthodox thinking is just what Starfleet needs.
You mean
I mean, it was
Spock's
Spock's
thinking?
idea.
We need Jim in command so that Spock can actually... So someone's there who'll listen to Spock.
You were only supposed to blow that blatty doors off.
Hair.
Oh, there's a dramatic bois. A sad bois.
Oh, cool.
So I guess Kirk remembered
Plot
doing this while
twist.
fighting the Doomsday Machine.
Discovery level plot twist. Also,
I mean, if
in
these were
Voyager-
just some random aliens, we wouldn't care about killing 7,000 of them. But if they're
No.
humans...
What?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. They didn't have to do that to make us care about them, but at the same time, I like the message of. No, they talked about it later. They do actively address it. Of why does it feel worse that we killed humans? It shouldn't. With Starfleet, it shouldn't feel worse.
It's your own kind, though. That'll never
Is it
change.
the Kitty Hawk? Kitty Hawk? That doesn't make any sense.
The United States of America? That fell years ago. But the Kitty Hawk is Amelia Earhart's plane. Hey, that's JD Vance.
No,
So you know that
he's
meme?
not a
You know the
scientist that
meme?
is going to try and
The meme
Oh,
of JD
humanity.
Vance where
Starfleet Delta
they
on the
like
hull
made
as
his
well.
face big and they
Yeah,
gave him the
baby
long
face.
curly hair. Right.
Yeah.
I saw a guy yesterday that looks like the meme, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is unfortunate for him."
But in Voyager, there was that episode where there's a generational ship, and Harry actually hooks up with the girl who turns him purple, and
Wait,
the whole point is that
they hadn't invented warp drive. This ship, when it first left Earth, did
Yeah.
not have a warp drive. Where did they get
Right.
a warp drive?
right
Did
Totally.
like accost a passing Vulcan ship? What happened?
Packlet.
Yes.
Packlet.
They would have got it from someone eventually.
But the question is, how are they able to overtake?
Even like a
take
Vulcan
control of the-
scout ship, how would
Scavenged it.
Pack-led.
but
Ferengi.
scavenging it would imply that they like came across a wreck, which without a warp drive, no, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of like the space seat thing, though. And also, yeah, true, though. Without warp drive, you're not going anywhere. But V'ger also ran into a lot of stuff, so we don't know what happened to them. But what I was saying was before, we had a generational ship before in V'ger, a Voyager, and that showed us that they become very insular. They don't like outsiders because they have to keep the whole idea of keeping a project together for 400 years without people breaking away and doing their own splinter ships things. I like it though, because see that's the thing. Because we don't have warp drive, we are gonna have to send out generational ships, and eventually we might reach like Vulcan or
Maybe they
Alpha
fell
Centauri.
through a wormhole and ended up lost in space.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah,
the TV
yeah,
show,
yeah.
Star Trek
Yeah,
Voyager.
yeah. No, like Lost in Space. Okay. I love this line because power is a double-edged sword. You have to live with those consequences.
Were being the operative word,
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're dead.
and nothing anymore.
I mean, can you imagine being the leader of a country and sending people to die in a battlefield, and like you yourself are not going to make that decision? It's kind of a
I don't think they have any qualms about making that decision.
I'm not going to order anyone to do something I'm not willing to do myself.
I think at the very least their children should be involved in that decision, but yeah. They would probably be a little more concerned. But I mean they became monsters.
Yeah, that's the point. There's
Yeah.
a sort of twofold point to this episode of how do they get there, and also retrospectively looking at.
This is another good line,
why
right? We're not
we feel
different
a
from
certain
our
way.
enemy, but
Mm.
we still. Good advice from one like seasoned captain to like a rookie. Rookie command officer. Oh, he gets a field promotion? What's up?
No,
I
he's
think
currently
just-
captain of this ship.
Okay.
Yeah, Vulcan
Okay,
lady's
okay.
still sick, in sick bay.
Okay.
He is officially
He's
acting captain of the
captain.
ship at the moment.
In role, if not in rank.
Oh, he is if actively that rank as
Yeah, yeah.
acting captain.
You refer to them as captain too.
No, it's you refer to them as captain, but he's not actively that rank.
He
is
currently
whatever
is
his rank
acting
is. His
captain.
role is captain. Yeah, I agreed
Yes,
that he's
we all
acting captain. He's
understand
that
the
role,
logistics of
but
what's
not that
happening.
They
rank.
aren't just some barbaric alien
Yeah.
species.
And you
They are
refer to
still
anybody
humans, but the polar
who's in
opposite
command
from
as captain.
Starfleet.
Yeah.
So when Geordi was in command and he was an ensign or lieutenant, they still called him captain.
Yeah.
Ryan is our captain.
So, next week, we have a couple of perhaps iffy episodes. We have What is
Problematic.
Starfleet, which is Beto's documentary thing.
Maki.
And we have
Don't
4.5
like it.
Vulcans, which Anson Mount,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you really can't act as a Vulcan.
Stop.
He's
Yeah,
so bad in
it-
it.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. I hope you guys get your 7 science experiments done, but live long and prosper.
Don't tell me what to do.
James, you are captain of the ship. but we do
lovely
not
day.
give you the rank of captain.
It's outrageous.
Exactly.
It's unfair.